Scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Hello everyone, my name is DBomb42. I'm talking about my eventful weekend with two of my friends. So, we were planning to go to Otakon in DC. And first thing, when we get to one of my friend's house, I was like, well, I might as well crack open the back window because I was getting warm in the back because the car wasn't run for a while. And so I opened the window, and then I tried to shut it. The window didn't go back up, and so then we had to fix that problem. So we went to the mechanics, and they said they couldn't get it done till Saturday. Till Friday morning. It was Thursday night we were starting to go, and everything was ready, everything was good, and then so we were trying to get that fixed, and then they said they couldn't get it done till Friday morning. So we were like, okay, well, we might as well go get food, and then I guess go back to our own houses. We were on our way to get food somewhere, and my friend's car broke down on us. Actually, I should be saying Tyler and Josh. Those are the two. You saw some of you saw my video of Tyler and Nathan playing some Helldivers. So Josh and Tyler Josh, Tyler, and me were the ones that were going to DC, and Josh's car decided to break down on us. So then we were stuck without a vehicle, and thankfully we could get an Uber driver to take me back to my house so we could pick up my vehicle. So then we got in my vehicle and headed out around 8 o'clock Thursday night, and got to DC 10 o'clock. And then we were getting to the hotel. We got to the hotel. I took a couple wrong turns and made the eventful night for everybody. Not very nice. Nobody likes driving in DC. I mean, the DC drivers can, city drivers can. Not me. Yeesh. I mean, I'm used to back roads and stuff like that. I cannot stand like double highways and all that, all the lanes and everything. Anyway, so I took a couple wrong turns, so that took us another half hour. Then we got to the hotel. We get to the hotel, and we had already reserved for room, and then we get there, and since we're all 19, we get there, and they're like, well, we have to have a 21-year-old and over person there to sign and be there every night. We were like, well, now we're gonna have to go find another hotel, or we were gonna camp out in my car, which wouldn't have been fun. not that car. I mean, that wouldn't have been fun to. I mean, it would have been comfortable and stuff, but that would not have been fun. So then we went to a hotel. Then we started looking up hotels that said 18 and over, and we were like, okay, well, let's check this one out. It was a 20-minute walk from Otakon. And if you guys don't know what Otakon is, it's pretty much like Zenkai-Con. And if you don't know what Zenkai-Con is, it's basically a cartoon, movie, book, and game, like character cosplay. And if you don't know what character cosplay is, let's see here. Character cosplay, that is, I can't think how to describe it. A person acting as a character from a movie or game or book. So there was a lot of anime and Marvels. There were actually a couple Marvel people and stuff. I'm getting off topic. So we were 20 minutes from Otakon. Okay, so we found the hotel, and then we're like, well, we gotta find parking. So we're like looking around for parking. Found parking about an hour later, And it was actually only like 5 minutes from the hotel because I kept taking wrong turns and we didn't know exactly where the parking spot was. And we actually had to ask an officer where a parking spot was. And then he pointed us to one. We got there and then we were like, okay, well we have to start paying. And it was like a 2-hour parking spot. It was in the night, so we didn't have to pay anything. But in the morning by 7 o'clock, we had to have the car moved to another parking spot and pay the 2-hour, or just pay the 2-hour meter, and then we would have to go find another parking spot. And then we realized after we got to the hotel, they had a parking garage, but it was so expensive. Holy cow, that hotel was expensive. Anyway, so then we just parked the car in there in the morning, and we headed over to Otakon around 8:30, and yeah, we had to get registered, so we waited probably an hour in line, and we started to get to know another person who cosplayed as Winter Soldier in Captain America #2. Oh yeah, because it's called Winter Soldier. Yeah, Bucky, I think it was his name, Bucky. Anyway, I'll have, yeah, picture there. Yeah, once we got registered, we went to the dealer's room, where, if you don't know what that is, that's where everybody sells like all the cosplay equipment and stuff. So you can buy swords, you can buy anime pictures and all that. Josh and Tyler bought a whole bunch of anime stuff. Well, actually, Josh was the person that bought most of the anime stuff. And then let's see here. And then, yeah, we were hanging out with Nick for a while, and then we went for went for lunch at the Chinese place, about 5-minute walk from Otakon, called Dim Sum. I don't know why it was called that, but anyway, that's the Chinese restaurant. They had good food, good Chinese food. Then we got back to Otakon after lunch, which was actually like 3 o'clock until we ate. We got back to Otakon then, and went back to the dealer's room and started looking at more stuff. And you cannot, like, just going there once, going to the dealer's room for maybe an hour, you still didn't see everything. You have to spend more than at least 3 days to look at everything, to figure out where everything is and see what all's there, because it was so massive. Yeah, then we went back to our hotel to get supper, took all the anime pictures back, and Josh got that. So we got back to the hotel. We were like hungry for supper, so we actually ordered a pizza to be delivered to the hotel. Got that, had supper, went back to Otakon at 10 o'clock at night and stayed there another hour in the game room, checked out the games, the new games they were doing and stuff. Went back to the hotel probably midnight. Probably got up around, yeah, it was a later time we got up. We got up around 9, ate breakfast at the hotel, buffet style, really nice. Also really expensive. Of course, in DC, everything's expensive, right? All the DC people would know. And then we went back to Otakon around 10. Stayed in the dealer's room. We basically went to the dealer's room every single day and hung out with Nick, the guy who cosplayed as the Winter Soldier. We met lots of people cosplaying cool movies, Legend of Zelda and Marvels and anime. You guys probably would know Full Alchemist. That's a popular one. Full Alchemist and Hellsing. That's one of them. Hellsing and Full Alchemist was one of them. So yeah, then we went back Then we went back for lunch, and this is Saturday now. So we went back for lunch at the Chinese place again. This time we brought Nick, because he wanted lunch too. So, and then after lunch we went back, probably, I don't know what time, but anyway, we went back to Otakon for another couple hours. Josh bought a katana and some other stuff. And let's see here, Tyler got a shirt or something, I forget. And then we went back to the hotel. And here's where the mistake was. So apparently I messed up on the address this time. Apparently my phone saved an address from Massachusetts. Not even sure how the Massachusetts address got in there, but it got in there and it looked exactly like it, and I didn't read the entire address, which was my stupidity. So anyway, Massachusetts was our address, so I bought pizza at a Massachusetts. Oh gosh. And then they had to waste the pizza because, yeah, they can't deliver all the way to DC. That would have been more than $1,000 probably, just to deliver pizza. Jeez. Anyway, so yeah, I wasted pizza that other people could have eaten, and I felt really stupid, really horrible. And then I ordered again and messed up. What was it? I did pickup instead of delivery. Now in DC, we have no idea how to drive, and DC drivers are very aggressive in DC. At least that's how it was for us. And so then we were like, okay, well, we'll walk there. It's only like it's a 17-minute walk. Starts storming and raining. It was loud lightning and everything, and raining, and we were like, okay, well, I mean, it's just raining, so we'll keep going. And then it just got worse, raining more and more. So we're like, okay, well, we'll go back to the hotel, grab the car, and go that way, which would have taken us forever probably, because I don't know traffic. And our GPS was stupid. It wasn't working half the time in DC. No idea why. So then when we were getting in the car, thankfully the pizza guy called, and he's like, hey, did you want that a pickup or delivery? And I was like, delivery, please, delivery, thank you so much. And thankfully the guy delivered it in about a half hour later, which was fine with me as long as we actually got it. But then the pizza place, we ordered, what was it? Sorry, hold on, I'm thinking here. We ordered a 2-liter Pepsi and a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper for Josh. And they got the Pepsi wrong and they grabbed a brisk. Anyway, we didn't really care as long as we got the pizza and the food. And then we noticed the garlic bread. We thought we ordered 4 sticks, and then they only gave us 1, probably about that size of a garlic stick. Anyway, we split that in 4 pieces, and we were happy. As long as we had our pizza. We were so hungry. Like, it was 5 o'clock I started ordering, and then I actually waited 45 minutes till the guy called back and saying that they were in Massachusetts, and where were we? And then I found the address, and then we were like in DC, and they were in Massachusetts. Had to throw away the pizza. And anyway, yeah, that took us till 8:30, 5 to 8:30 ordering pizza. How horrible is that? Let's see. Then we went back to Otakon around 11 because we were gonna go to see a showing at 12 or 1 o'clock. They did like a showing at 1 or 2 o'clock of some kind of anime movie. Josh and Tyler were tired at like 12 o'clock. They were tired. And I was in the game room checking out games and stuff. They were like, we're gonna go back to the hotel. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go watch the showing myself. And then I did. I watched the showing 1 a.m. to 1:45 or something. Then I went back to the hotel. It was only a 15 walk. Then the plan was I was gonna go back to Otakon. Like, we were planning to go to Otakon all day Sunday, but we were tired of Otakon by Saturday night, and so we were like, okay. And I didn't get anything at Otakon until Sunday morning. I'm like, you know what? I didn't get anything, so I'm gonna go back and get something. And I walked. I actually ran the 20-minute walk there. See, I left. Our plan was we were going to, we ate at 8 o'clock, ate the buffet at the hotel, and then Tyler and Josh were going to pack, and then we would all be ready by 11:30 and be heading out by 12 from the hotel, because the hotel was going to kick us out at 12. So we were like, okay, well, I have enough time. So I went around 8:30 to Otakon, got there. I had to wait till 10:30 till they opened the dealer's room. For some reason, they opened the dealer's room at 10:30. So that took most of my time, just waiting. And then once they were open again, I went down and I got a Deadpool setup, like the two swords in the back kind of thing. I'm thinking of either cosplaying as Deadpool or Assassin's Creed in ZenkaiCon next year. We already got VIP tickets, yay. So, and that's in Lancaster, so that's not going to be much of a problem to us, because we can just drive there and actually come back to our own houses and sleep. What was I going to say? Yeah, so then we pretty much headed home around Sunday afternoon, and that was our trip. A little stressful, but it was still fun to be at Otakon and seeing Nick. And hopefully we'll go back to DC. Well, hopefully not, but I mean, if we go back to DC, we'll have more stories to tell about Otakon and stuff. Yeah, so that's why I haven't been recording for a couple weeks here and there. I've been busy with work, busy with Otakon, friends, and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys, I was gonna say, Josh, his car did break down completely a second time last night. Like, we thought we had it fixed, and then it apparently broke down on him again last night. So now he's without a car, and he has a donation website set up for getting a new car. It's $5,000 that he needs for a new car and payments and all that, because that trip took a toll on his amount of money, on his money account and stuff. And I'm also going to be live streaming as much as I can for donations for Josh, and I'll have the links in the description down below. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thanks for watching this long episode of me just talking and telling you about my trip. Bye!